It's Mike. Lives.
Yeah.
What does it take for you to be awake, man?
Beans.
Cool. Okay, we haven't done this in a long ass while. I don't even know what this is. 4 or 5? It's one of those.
Something like that. I think it's 5.
Sometimes we count boatmen, sometimes we don't. It's gonna be either 4 or 5 guys. Now watch me make it 6. It's back. Warm Takes is back. Boom.
Yeah.
This is the show where we go to people's letterbox and find those takes that are not hot takes or cold takes. Just, fair. And we talk about them. So who do we have today?
I don't know. Who did you bring?
Fuck, I don't know. Let me check. There's no one here.
Oh, shit.
Okay, let me see who's available then. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Cody.
So I'll have the most correct opinion of all of this with Warm Takes, because my opinion in this community is the only thing that matters.
Fair.
Yeah.
So, are you ready to talk about movies?
Sure. Let's go. Let's see what you pulled up.
Okay, let me first of all go to the minimal thing so we don't fucking screw it up. Because then we cannot see somebody's face. Also, since we can flip things now, I'm going to flip you guys and put the guest in the middle. First movie. Okay. Boop, flip. First movie. The Lion King at 1 star. 2019. This movie is a carbon copy of the 1994 original. So how the hell is that so much different on you, in your eyes?
It's not a carbon copy. It is a carbon copy for certain points, and then it says, fuck that. Basically, they add stupid they follow it so close, and then just, we'll do a be our guest moment in here because haha, it's funny. And there's no way that Rafiki could find out that Simba was still alive, so I'm gonna make a dung beetle push shit all the way up, carrying the scent of Simba, so we can find it. It's just animate. The lions don't even have emotions. They're all looking like it's National Geographic singing songs. It's awful. It should actually be a half a star. Honestly, I will never watch this movie again. I think it's
You do realize that if they actually animate the lions' faces, people would bitch about that too, right?
Yeah, probably. But you know what? This is the one that I never thought should be remade because it doesn't have a human element in the entire movie. It's all animals. So again, it's just National Geographic singing Elton John show tunes, and that sounds terrible, and it was.
I'll say this: I'd rather have the be our guest moment than the it's a small world moment. Personal taste.
Oh no.
And also, not. I do not like that they actually said the word farted.
Oh yeah. Oh, and then they said, "What are you going to change your name to, Brad?" Yeah. In the fucking African jungle. They're going to call him Brad, you moron. We have Simba and Sarabi walking around. It's Brad. Kiss my ass. It's so bad. It is. And the one thing that pisses me off the most, Be Prepared is one of my favorite Disney songs of all time. They cast somebody that can't sing, and Jeremy Irons is still running around. He's still alive. They bring back James Earl Jones, but they don't bring back Scar. And it's just what's the point? Why? If you're going to recast... And then Hans Zimmer has one of the best scores when he is running back to Pride Rock. And you know what they put in? A Beyonce song. Perfect. Mint. Terrible.
You know that James Earl Jones does sound like he's on his last leg on this movie.
He does. He sounds like he's so old. It's the same thing that when they brought him back for Rogue One. He sounds so old inside the suit. And then you watch New Hope and you're like, what the hell happened in the last one? Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird disconnect.
40 years happened. That's what happens here.
Yeah, exactly.
Mike, he just trashed your favorite movie of 2019. What the hell?
It is not my favorite movie of 2019.
No, I was about to say, what the fuck?
No, yeah, this movie Yeah,
I was about to
star.
cancel my video store Patreon, right?
You
There.
cannot cancel it. It is locked in
Oh.
forever.
Oh, awesome.
This ain't the
What?
showdown.
Boom! Crabs to Grindelwald, 1 star. I mean, fair, but why so harsh though?
So like I remember walking out of Fantastic Beasts and saying, it didn't give me anything that I wanted, but it was still in that world, so I had fun with it.
Yeah.
And this one, they just don't fucking care. They just don't care from start to finish. I turned it on. Me and my wife love Harry Potter. I turned it on, and she's like, yeah, I'm going to sit this one out there. Like, fucking Johnny Depp's regrowing his tongue. It is just fucking weird. They just don't care. And now that there's more coming, I have no desire. I have to rewatch this coming up for fandom, and I have no desire to go back to this. But I have to, because I know nothing about this movie from the last time I watched it.
You know, the moment I realized that they were not giving us flying fuck is when Johnny Depp goes, I'm talking about muggles. No magiques.
That's a running joke in this community now between a few of us. Is like the no magique. That's literally, oh shit, this is set in France. What if, no magique. Oh, and then they're fucking tired. It's so bad. Grindelwald's supposed to be this intimidating person, but not scary whatsoever.
No.
He's just Johnny Depp.
What the fuck is happening with his eye, though? They never made any clarification on that.
I don't know. And this one is also weird. Like they can cast spells like without saying any of the stuff that's set up in the previous movies. So like they have just free reigns to do whatever they want. But yeah, they don't have time to tell us. Yeah, and something happened with fucked up his eye. But nope, we're just gonna keep it normal. It's real. It's weird.
It's kind of like when people tell you, like they teach you to pray, but after a point there, you don't pray out loud anymore. You just stay silent like this. And when your mom shows up and says, like, what are you doing? You can say, like, I'm praying, but really you're thinking about SpongeBob or something.
I know this is warm takes, but it might be a hot take here. I don't know. But Eddie Redmayne, I just don't like. I just don't like him as, like, an actor at this point. Like,
Fair.
Especially in this movie, he's just very soft-spoken. He's like a football player just, like, yelled at a nerdy kid in the like, he tenses up. He doesn't seem like he has any, like, I just don't find Newt an interesting character whatsoever.
I don't hate Eddie Redmayne, but he's not my favorite either. So he's pretty lukewarm. Actually, kind of perfect.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
Hold on. Boom! Hellboy!
Oh.
This movie is not very good. But also, I honestly felt it was around like the 2.5 range. I don't know. Mike, do you like Hellboy?
I like the actual Hellboy, not this fucking thing.
Fair. So
Yeah.
why so?
So, this could be a half star as well. I saw this in Chicago with the multiplex crew for that weekend. This is Tim. If anybody knows Tim Burkall at all, he has to go see a movie any chance he gets. Like anytime, it doesn't matter if he's seen it 14 times. He needs to be in a theater in some city whatsoever.
So
So
this
he
is the
said,
place where Henry followed you guys around, right? He went to movies with you. You accepted.
he didn't go to the movies. He did follow us around Chicago pretty much. But
He went to the movies. You just didn't notice he was there. He was in the back.
That's probably true as well. Hellboy might be one of the worst comic book movies I've ever seen. And this is saying because I love Hellboy 1 and Hellboy the Golden Army. Like, I like those two a lot because they're good. This one, how I've described it is the first 10 minutes of the movie is how the last it ends. It ends the exact same way as it begins. And there's nothing that like goes away from it. I offered people 10 minutes into it if I could go get them refills because I was like, I will just walk around this fucking place because I don't like it. The whole troll part, too. Hey, we need your help fighting these trolls. Nope, we're just going to actually trick you to kill you. But they don't. They end up dying by the trolls. There's actual fucking trolls. I thought it was this setup. It wasn't. They fucking just died by the thing that they needed his help with. So why don't they wait till he kills the trolls and then kill him? It's really bad. there's this weird like make-out scene that happens at one point with this like, I don't know the character, but I was falling in and out of consciousness, by the way, because I was falling asleep half the time. I woke up, they're making out. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? This is a trippy ride that I'm not on board with at all. This never needs to be. I hope there's no sequel to this movie at all.
I think David Harbour got screwed in this role because I don't think he's a bad Hellboy.
Oh, he's not.
He's not Ron fucking Perlman, but he's aight. Also, Ron Perlman in Fantastic Beasts is better than this. And that was awful.
That's true.
Next one.
Oh.
Allegiant in 1 star. I gotta be honest. I know this is in fandom, but I haven't seen this fucking movie. Mike, is it fair to call it a 1 star?
Yeah, it's a fucking movie through and through.
So this one gets a bad rap because I watched.
You gave it 1 star.
Right. I watched an hour of this movie without watching its sequel first. So everybody laughs at me, especially the people in the thing. So I just went based on the thing. So I clicked Allegiant. I watched an hour. After watching Divergent, I watched an hour of this. I was so fucking lost for the first hour.
No shit.
And I went back and watched 2 hours of Insurgent and came back to the last hour of this movie. And let me tell you, it didn't help it much. But this is guilty by this should be out of fandom. I'm telling you right now, these movies should not be in fan. If there's an actual fan base, I'm going to find you and ask you what the hell is wrong with you. Hunger Games, fine. You can have a passion for it. These Maze Runners and Allegiance make no fucking sense. There's not a fandom. There's just questions. There's just questions to ask.
I would rather have the category be all about Hunger Games and Twilight than this shit.
You know what? I haven't seen all the Twilight, so that's the cycle I'm going through right now. This. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not saying the Twilights are good ones. I'm just saying I watch them.
No, I will say with the Twilight, if you consider them comedies, it makes it a better experience.
I mean, they fucking play baseball in the first one. Like, let's be real. This one, they take themselves way too fucking serious in these movies. Like, way too.
They can only play baseball when there's thunder, though, because they hit the ball so hard. It's not like it breaks the bat or anything, but it sounds as hard as thunder. Great. Next movie. Rocky 4. No, wait, 5. 1 star. You know what? I'm going to skip it.
Okay.
Aha! You hate Star Trek The Next Generation. Because, dude, this is really fucking savage.
Okay. You may have caught this. You may have caught this before my recent ones just went up. Because I watched the original. And let me just catch everybody up. Motion Pictures 1.5 star. Wrath of Khan is 3.5. Okay. Search for Spock is 2, I think, or 2.5. And Voyage Home is 2 stars. I don't like Star Trek. I think Star Trek is terrible.
Okay. Voyage Home is too hot of a take for this show.
Okay, sorry.
Let's start there. Sorry. But, yeah, obviously you do not like Star Trek.
Oh, no. Star Trek is one of the worst things I've ever... This is the most un-Cody franchise I've ever found. I need a fucking laser sword or something. I need somebody to die in a brutal way.
Do you like the Kelvin timeline, though?
No. I don't like anything.
Those are the new ones with JJ and...
Oh, Kelvin. Yes. The original... And even then, like... me and Tim were talking about it today. The best thing is I will never pop any of these in just to have fun. I would only pop them in for studying purposes for fandom. That's the only reason I will ever watch these movies again. Though Insurrection is a fucking face stretching machine, and that's how they kill people. Nemesis, Tom Hardy is literally on heroin in that movie. You can't convince me any different. And Generations is the fucking biggest cash grab movie in the history of the universe. They have to get Picard and Shatner on screen just for fucking fun, and it's bad.
But Insurrection gave us F. Murray Abraham.
The dude's amazing. Get the fuck out of Star Trek. Get the fuck out of Star Trek. And they stretch a man's face and he dies. 80-year-old women do that every day for thousands of dollars for plastic surgery. It doesn't kill anybody.
I have to say, I'm glad you skipped First Contact, because if you had put First Contact in this beautiful
First Contact, I think I gave it a better star, but I saw it and I thought it was okay, but it's still, I don't care.
But the Borg.
It's fucking creepy too. The Borg Queen tries to like get it on with Data. Fucking weird.
She tried to get it on with Picard before that, but it was pretty sweet. Mike, you're the biggest Star Trek fan I know. Do you love this or what?
Honestly, I remember watching some of these as a little kid. I don't remember which ones at all. They all blend together for me.
You're right. They do. That's totally
I have
fair.
no fucking clue. Like, I'm looking at the pictures. Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck's going on.
The original trilogy would be a lot faster if Shatner fucking spoke in normal speed. Oh.
I gotta say that I was least disappointed that Nemesis broke the trend, because always the even number ones are like the more alright, like Khan, alright, Voyage Home, alright, Undiscovered Country, First Contact, and then fucking Nemesis is 10. No. Ruin it. Ruin the thing. Boom! 500 Days of Summer. 1.5. I mean, this movie's stupid, but I liked it when I was a stupid kid and watched it in high school. I was like, this is the most clever thing I've ever seen. And then I rewatched it and no.
I think that's why. I think that's honestly why. It's so dumb, and I knew all the stuff going into it, you know? So, like, I had to watch it for Your List Sucks. It was in the top 10. It was Boatman's. And
wait, top 10 of what?
It was in his top 10 of all time, top 100. I think it was like his 9 or something.
Are you sure Henry didn't hold him, hostage?
I don't know. But it's fucking autumn. Okay, guys, it's autumn. I will just say that. It's stupid. It's pointless. It's just what co-host described it best. If you're on with the switch that happens, you love this movie. If you're off of it, you hate it, and it's a hate movie. I don't understand. Bowman's crazy for having top 10 of top 100 with all the other stuff in his list. It's one of the most pissed off I've been watching a movie for Your List Sucks.
Yeah. Did you know that the girl's name was Summer? And when he breaks up with her, his next girlfriend is Autumn. Because some autumn comes after summer, Cody.
Yeah. Yep.
Fucking yikes. Okay. Twilight. We spoke about Twilight a bit. 1.5. First of all, fair. Second, Mike, 1.5. This is your favorite vampire movie of all time. What the fuck?
This would make my favorite vampire movie of all time if the meme of Blade coming behind them was to happen. 100% would be my favorite fucking vampire movie of all time. But yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Why so low, though?
So I watched it. So my wife doesn't like movies. Okay, she watched. Yeah, believe me. But I'm good with watching them by myself, so I don't hate it. But she wanted to pick one for the night, and we picked this. I never saw it. And yeah, it's as bad as everybody describes it. I think I quoted it as "Hold on, Spider Monkey" or something is one of the lines in this fucking movie as the dude takes off and shines. It's honestly really creepy. Like, he's about to devour her, like, sitting next to her in science class, and like, then, like, my wife was like looking out of the corner of her eye watching me while I was watching it, and when they played baseball, because I like baseball, not that kind of baseball, it's just really bad. Like, there's a scene that the bad guy they're gonna rip apart, rip him into pieces and catch him on fire. They don't fucking show that part. If they showed that part, it'd be at least a 32.5. But they don't even do any damage of us. If I want to watch a vampire movie, I want to see a vampire be a vampire, not a GQ model attempting to fall in love. Fuck that.
See, I had a funny story with this movie. an old friend of mine, like a year out of high school. I had no idea about this movie. I had no idea it was based on books. I had no clue. My buddy goes, "Yeah, let's go see Twilight, man. It's this vampire movie." So I'm going, "Okay, seems interesting. You know, fucking Lost Boys, Near Dark. It's gonna be badass." So we go to a mall, like right next to the theater, and then I see a bunch of like little fucking teenage girls walk by with Twilight shirts, and I look at her, then I look at my brother and I go, "The fuck's up with that?" He goes, "What?" And I'm like, "What the fuck they wearing the shirts for? There's supposed to be a badass vampire movie. What the hell's going on?" And he goes, "Oh man, we're good." So we go walk in. Yeah, 5 minutes into it, I knew I fucked up. That was the end of it.
Yeah, you did.
Like, goddamn.
Would you guys be surprised if I tell you that the writer of Twilight didn't know anything about vampires when she decided to write this vampire novel?
That would
Figured.
make sense. That would make a lot of sense.
It's what happened. She was forbidden of seeing horror things. I think it was a religion or something. And then she's like, I always wanted to do a vampire thing. What do I know about vampires? I'm gonna make a movie. I'm gonna change things to feel the way I want them to feel. This is the result. Also, I used to think that the girl, I forgot her name, the one who played Victoria in the first two movies was kind of screwed because they replaced her before Eclipse
Oh yeah.
by Bryce Dallas Howard. She got fucking lucky. Bryce Dallas Howard barely speaks, and also that's like the worst dead ever. I don't know, but if
you can see like the editor was like, "Hey, you have him standing in the sunlight that burns him. Oh no. We're gonna put it in Seattle, and he's gonna glitter. He's gonna sparkle when he does."
Yeah, because that apparently that's not the fucking sun. The clouds save you. Fucking
So San Diego, Seattle is the best spot to film this because, it is in Washington State. I don't know. Yeah, in Seattle. So they have no sunlight whatsoever. That's fine. So bad.
Jesus. I don't even want to know the rest of the series because that does not get any better.
I have to watch New Moon soon. There it is.
Aha! Insertion. You did watch it.
It made a lot more sense after I watched this and then went to the last of Allegiant. But they're lifeless people in these movies.
Yeah.
They are just lifeless. They don't care. I retain more trivia from these because it's easier to break down by the factions and everything like that. You can figure that stuff out. But like they bring out the cast in this one. So the first one is set how it is, and then they bring out like actor upon actor upon actor in these movies coming forward, and they don't do anything with them. Nothing. Waste of time.
I still haven't seen this. Mike, have you?
Yeah, I watched all three of these, and
All right, you own this.
Do I? Oh no,
think-
Thomas added them to my account. I think that's what happened because he said for fandom you should watch them. I went, all right, watched them. What the fuck?
Basically, we can watch them, and we just choose not to. Cool.
Yeah.
Fair.
Next movie. Yep. Cody watched Scoop. It's a 2020 movie. You know what? I watched it too. I'm gonna say something. The first time I watched it, I thought it was kind of clever. The fact that this is basically like a Hanna-Barbera universe movie where they bring all the things that I like from the Hanna-Barbera cartoons because, you know, the Dynamod is there and Blue Falcon is there and Captain Caveman, which is my fucking favorite, is there. And then my kid is like, that was the best movie I've ever seen. Let's watch it again. And again. And again. This movie fucking trash. What do you feel, Cody?
No, that's accurate. It is 100% trash. It's it may be the most dated movie that's been released in like the last 15. Everything is going to be
American
so
Idol guy.
Simon Cowell.
What the fuck?
Simon Cowell. There's
Simon
literally a scene of Simon Cowell, and then they sing "Shallow" to him. So like all these moments that I think they even have a Tinder reference. I think they have like Snapchat, Instagram, all these references that are going to date so poorly in this movie. Plus the animation is fine, but I think it looks bad. Like at times, like I don't think it works. And like they kind of ruined Scooby and Shaggy, which is the two that you want to have that relationship with. And like, I think they did what it is like they did him dirty. Or whoever played Shaggy in the original like 2 movies. I don't know his name, but they should.
Fuck, what's his name? God damn.
They should have brought him back.
Yeah, and he was pissed about
Matthew
it.
Lillard?
Yeah, Matthew Lillard.
Yeah, they should have just brought him back as Shaggy. He wasn't doing anything.
No, he wanted to come back. It's not
They,
like
they put a fucking what's his name? Will something.
Arnett?
No, the one with MacGruber.
Oh, what the?
No, Will Arnett?
Wait, yeah, that is Will Arnett. What are you talking about?
No, Arnett is Batman.
Oh, I don't fucking know.
Dude, Jesus. Who plays MacGruber? I'm Googling.
I'm pretty sure that's Will Arnett.
No, it's that one guy, I guess.
It's Will Forte.
Oh, yeah, that Will.
Will Forte is Shaggy in this movie. Also, he's trash. But since I just saw this yesterday, I'm going to show this to you now that you mentioned the fucking universe thing. Check this out. Oh, shit. Volume. Wait.
Okay, please everyone stay with me because it's time to talk about the Simon Cowell cinematic universe. As we all know, Simon Cowell is part of the Shrek universe because of the Far, Far Away Idol movie. So Shrek goes on the list. Simon Cowell is also a character in the new Scooby-Doo movie Scoob, which puts him part of the Scooby-Doo universe. Simon Cowell is also a part of whatever Bratz cartoon this is, so that puts the Bratz universe in the same universe as Shrek and Scooby-Doo. Now this is where it gets interesting. Because of the game DreamWorks Superstar Cards, we can now add Monsters vs. Aliens, How to Train Your Dragon, and Madagascar to the universe. We also know that Shrek attended the 2002 Oscars along with Mike and Sully and Jimmy Neutron, so we can add them both to the list. Jimmy Neutron crossed over with the Fairly Odd Parents, who crossed over with Danny Phantom, Tom Puppy, and whatever that is, so add them all to the list. Now let's talk about Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo has done a crossover with Urkel, Batman, Supernatural, and John Cena. Add them all to the list. John Cena also plays the dad in the Fred movies. So Fred, Batman, Mike Wazowski, Shrek, Danny Phantom, and Bratz all take place in the same universe because of Simon Cowell.
Yeah.
I saw something by him today that did all the Star Wars movies are named the wrong thing, and it's pretty funny.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
that's actually pretty sweet. Okay, moving on for fucking Scoop. Boom. 1941. Spielberg is trash. How do you feel about that, Mike?
Look, this is the one Spielberg movie that I understand why people hate it. I enjoy the humor on this. I get why people don't. I enjoy the humor in it, but I saw the director's cut. That's the other thing. I've seen both versions. I like the director's cut.
Cody, what version did you watch?
I watched the one on Mike's Voodoo.
That's the regular. That's the regular edition.
And I don't know what changes, but I think I gave it a half star because of Mike. Basically, yeah. I was just straight faced the entire time. It is long, it is drawn out, and I didn't laugh one time. So that's just rough for me. I wanted to. I still don't think Spielberg directed it. I'm with Kurt Kolakowski. I think somebody else. I think he was like giving somebody a shot, and he was like making the money off of it. I don't think he made it. It didn't make sense.
Fair. Moving on. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I thought this wasn't hot takes.
This is not a hot take for. This is not a hot take for most people.
I thought this was
a hot take for me personally, but I have seen people trash this beautiful, beautiful piece of cinema too many times not to talk about. So, why do you hate sexy Michelle Pfeiffer, gross Danny DeVito, Christopher Walken, and fucking Michael Keaton?
I hate Tim Burton. And I'm sorry. I think this movie, I wish this movie would have been of Batman versus Catwoman and Two-Face. I don't like the Penguin. The Penguin, I think, is terrible in this movie. I think he is gross. I think he is stupid. I can't. And Christopher Walken makes you want to punch him in the face, and that's what you're supposed to want, but not because I think he does a bad job as the character of like. He is so Walken. It's bad at times. Like he literally. I think that was the time where people were catching on to his like how he talked, and he was just amping it up as much as possible, and it drove me batty. Like I would say like the last 30 minutes is really enjoyable of this movie, but I don't like everything leading up to it. I love everything with Michelle Pfeiffer. Like I think she's she's the best Catwoman that we've ever had. I just wish more because of the first movie. It might be here. Yeah.
Actually, no, because that one is well regarded. So no, it's not here.
Okay, good.
I do love the fact that the Penguin thinks that he can hook up with the Catwoman, and when he says like "fuck you," he just fucking tries to kill her by choking her with a helicopter umbrella. Also, the penguins with the rockets are cute. The giant ducky. The giant rubber ducky thing has been so famous that toy has come back in different mediums everywhere all the time. And yes, Tim Burton decided to grab the penguin. He thought he was a boring character because he was just supposed to be like a mafioso that looked kind of like a penguin, and make him a deformed creature with slappers for the hands, and that fucking Pee Wee Herman threw in the river because it was too fucking savage.
Yeah, let's
And he
think
was
about that
raised by
too.
penguins, and he has like black blood for some reason. That was fucking brilliant.
Thank you. You know what? You think that you're helping your case? You're actually making my case for me. Gosh, I'm sorry. Wake up. You're a Batman still.
But Mike,
Yes.
what do you think about Batman Returns?
It's my second favorite Batman movie.
Yeah, it's actually one of my
For all
favorite.
the reasons have been mentioned.
I would have liked it better if Penguin would have killed his parents.
They were dead though.
I know he should have shown. What made that special day him decide to? I'm finally here. Let me show up now.
He wanted to kill all the kids from Gotham. But sure. Moving on.
I thought that was not going to make it. Damn.
Star Wars: The Last Jedi, 2 stars. This is the second best Star Wars movie ever made, man. The only one better than this is Empire. What the hell?
Are you fucking high right now?
Have you seen my list?
Oh my gosh! If that's your take, get the hell out of here. Because you're flip the show. You're on trial. What the hell? No, this movie's boring. This movie, start to finish, is a boring movie. Let's set this scene, right? The Force Awakens. Say what you want about Force Awakens, right? It sets this entire tone. This one, we're going to do something fucking different. We're going to change everything, right? Let's go to a fucking casino planet. Let's have this cruiser is running out of fuel, but enough fuel to get away from this big fucking machine behind me. And all we can do is just spit at it from distance. And then they all think it's genius to all break away in these small little pods while this big fucking cannon is just blasting everybody to hell. The best part is like when Rey and Luke are training, like that whole like sequences and stuff. That's fine, but the overall movie is just boring. The throne room scene, great. They kill fucking Snoke with no plan for what's going to happen. Because let me give you a hint: Daddy Palpatine's coming, and like it's just so disconnected. The reason why I don't like this is because 7, 8, and 9 don't play together. 1, 2, and 3. 4, 5, and 6, you can pop all of them in. They have the same theme, the same storyline. Love them or hate them, they're connected. These movies are the only thing that connects them is characters, not even character arcs. They're completely different. So I think this movie is bad, and the people that like it, you're not a real Star Wars fan. I've already said it before. This movie is not for Star Wars fans. This movie is for people that don't like Star Wars, that like laser swords, I guess. I don't know.
I like Star Wars fine. It's
I don't think you do.
It's never been one of my favorite series.
There you go.
But This movie's fucking great.
Oh my god, no.
I also like Rogue One a lot. I don't like Solo. Mike, what are your feelings about Last Jedi?
I've said this many times on this specific show. I'm not the biggest Star Wars guy. I think they're all fine. None of them I don't think are amazing. None of them I think are shitty. It's just, they're there. Fuck it.
This one has Yoda, though. That was pretty cool. And this is better than 9. I don't care what you want to say. Rise of Skywalker is fucking trash. That makes no fucking sense.
Oh, yeah. Last Jedi is a 2. Rise of Skywalker is a 1. Yeah.
I'll take it. Next movie. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. 2 stars. Dude, this is one of the few movies that makes me cry every single time I watch it. I get people don't liking it because it's not Guardians of the Galaxy 1. Everybody likes Guardians of the Galaxy 1. They just wanted more Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, and they did the best thing they could. They added the man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah. I mean, you're fucking trashing Kurt Russell here, but I mean, that's your business, I guess.
Is this my turn to talk now?
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy, number 1, is my favorite MCU movie of all time. I think that movie, it's in my top 10 comic book movie of all time. I think that movie is absolutely incredible. And they take the brilliance of the first one and shit all over it. Shit all over it. I call this movie basically open mic night at a comedy club. Just put a fucking brick wall behind them and let them just start reading off jokes. Because you'll get a joke, and you'll get a joke, and you'll get a joke, and you laugh, and you make me laugh. They make Drax a complete fucking idiot. A complete fucking idiot. He's not an idiot in the first one. He doesn't understand metaphors, which makes him now in this movie a total dumbass that just, why Gamora? And, I thought about having intercourse with you. Like, what? What are we doing? Mantis is bad. The one thing about this movie that is good, it is Kurt Russell and Chris Pratt's like battle. But the bad thing is they don't set it up. Like they rush us through that arc by giving us those thing. The soundtrack is nowhere near as good as the first one. The soundtrack is actually worse than this one. They just sing Brandy at us 14,000 times, which is fine. There's cool moments. It's still in the MCU, but like, I just think it ruins everything from the original. I think it ruins everything.
He plays catch with his daddy with a golden light bulb.
Oh yeah, it's sweet, very sweet. And again, Kurt Russell is a perfect villain. They should have just set him up from the beginning, and it should have spanned. It shouldn't have been done one movie. That's the problem with this movie. If he like shows up halfway through the beginning of the first one or something like that, where they have that arc and Pratt like even time away that you actually see them like working together, and then he slowly finds out he's evil and finds out what he did, and that line where he's like, I didn't want to put cancer in your mom, that fucking hits way harder than it already does, and like Peter fucking loses his shit. I think it's a better thing. I think Ego should have been like a big time villain, not just a one-off, and that's my problem with this movie as well.
That I can agree with, but you are also shitting on Yandu's funeral, and that is just evil on your part.
That could have been the 2-star. Could have been there. That's one of the reasons.
Yeah.
Could have been a 0.5-star.
Shouldn't be though. Shouldn't be. We talked about this piece of shit. You know what?
That should be 1.
Let's move on.
You may have caught that earlier. That's 1.
Spider-Man 3. Why do you hate Jake Marangoni and Michael Campbell?
I don't. I actually love both of those. I just think they're fucking delusional if they think this one's a good movie. Like, I'm sorry. They just are. I love the first 2, and I think this one is way more studio interference, and you can fucking tell from the get-go. It's just constantly just thrown down your face. They waste Venom, which is one of my favorite comic book characters, which we've yet to see Venom done correctly. And it's just, I just hate, like, it's let's be real with ourselves. Sorry, Michael. Stay where you're at. Tobey Maguire and Kirsten Dunst are terrible in these movies.
Yeah,
They're
they are.
terrible. They are terrible. But he gets even worse in the third one. And that's saying something. Like, that's real bad. Like, he's going through some sort of crisis. And he's so emo and he's so, like, the weird dancing and the thing. It's just, the one good character, really, from this movie is honestly Sandman. I think he gets a really bad rap. I think it was a
Yeah, he
fine
does.
villain.
Thomas Hayden Church is actually pretty good in this role.
Yeah, I think he's decent. It's just, overall, it's just, this happens with every comic book movie that has a bad sequel to it. Like, 2 is one of the best comic book movies of all time, and then they came out with this one. I was so cool to see, like, the black Spider-Man suit, and they just fucking wasted it. And why did they think, who was is it Topher Grace?
Topher Grace, yes.
Yeah.
Why they thought that should be Venom is fucking confusing still to this day.
Dude, there's so many things wrong with this movie. Like, they wanted to have everything and they had set up and just didn't know what to do with him. The new Goblin is ridiculous. Like, he gets amnesia just so they could get rid of him for like half the movie. They also, like, they have Topher Grace making fucking sex jokes as Venom. Like, I don't even know what the joke is, but I just remember his fucking face, like, you know what I mean? Pointing at his fucking cock and smiling. No! That's just no. And also, why mess with Uncle Ben, though? That was the thing that was kind of the nail for me. Like, why mess with the Uncle Ben death story? Because fucking Batman 89 did the same thing, too. They changed Joe Chill for the Joker. It's completely unnecessary. Don't mess with the origin, man. That's just savage. No. And even though it's not in this movie, I cannot let it slide that in an actual film, Venom says, "In my planet, I'm a loser." No! Mike, this is your favorite Spider-Man film. The guy just fucking trashed it. What the hell?
I'll say this. I'm with the Australians. Fuck you too. I love this, man.
No freaking way.
I knew
with
it!
the fucking Australians.
I knew this joke would pay off sometime.
With the Australians. Oh, God.
Boom! Quantum of Solace. 2 stars. This movie was filmed in Panama, you son of a bitch. My sister was an extra. She got $500 for it. How dare you spoil this fucking movie reputation?
I'm really sorry then, bud. No, this movie is just... It's just not Bond to it. Like, Casino Royale and then Skyfall. Like, those two, this one's just like a chapter that didn't need to happen. Like, I don't think they had a full plan on it either. It just was, it's quick. It's not fleshed out. Bond is mopey the entire time. It's not good. It's not good.
They decided to make this one a straight sequel to Casino Royale, which is something they never done before. And maybe for a good reason. Because Vesper Lynn dies at the end of Casino Royale and he's fucking angry and wants revenge. So he, logically, the next day, is angry and wants revenge and he's fucking mopey. But that doesn't stop him from having sex with that woman over there. I forgot her name. Also, yeah, it has something to do with water. I think it's like Ecuador or Peru or something. But those countries were too difficult to film in, so we filmed for them. It was a good for our economy, but not much else. Mike, do you like James Bond?
Not really, no. I've watched a bunch of them, just never really did it for me.
You know that you know who Cody's favorite Bond is? Roger Moore. He loves some Roger Moore.
Nope. Nope. That's a big nope.
He made that middle stretch there where he was too old for doing the moments, the James Bond movies, and he did them anyway. He also did Moonraker, so that exists. Next movie. Brother Bear, 2 stars on a Disney lovely family film.
Is it? Is it a lovely film? The movie's just not like, this is when Disney was taking a break. They were trying out new people or something. It's The music's not even. It does. It has Phil Collins music.
Phil Collins, yeah.
It doesn't even take what Tarzan did. It just does it worse. It's just. And I'm sorry, that little fucking bear is annoying as shit throughout this entire fucking movie. Like, I would have left the bear. I would have left the fucking bear and peace out. It's better than Shark Tale.
Yes, it is. But this one also had Rick Moranis, man. Rick Moranis, the legend. He plays a moose.
Yeah. Thanks for selling that even more.
Yeah.
Mike loves animated movies. Do you like Brother Bear?
I haven't seen it.
I knew that was coming.
Secret Treasure. Fair pick, honestly, but not that bad. Oh, this one though. This is probably one of my favorite Fast and Furious movies.
Oh my god!
Because it doesn't have Vin Diesel. So
Fair.
why do you hate this movie?
I don't know. The first 10 minutes, they're literally engaging in sex trafficking. Hey, if I win this race, I get your girl. That's not how this works at all. She gets no say in the matter. They drive through a bunch of things. And hillbilly bumpkin the entire movie. Like, I thought Vin Diesel, when he doesn't say any words, was bad. Then I got, I'm going to drive this car and I'm better than everybody. Kiss him. Oh, it's bad. I understand, like, the driving in this movie is a lot better than anything else. It's just no bueno.
So you don't like drifting?
I think it's great. The movie about it doesn't make any sense.
I like the fact that Lucas Black didn't even know that he had to drift and he was racing people in a fucking parking lot. What was he expected? Also, Lil Bow Wow has a Hulk car. That happens. I saw that car in Universal Studios Florida in Island of Adventure. They had that car parked outside of the roller coaster, the Hulk roller coaster. And I saw it in, like, real life. And I got to see it and touch it. And when I did that, I realized that car was fucking ugly and a piece of trash. Boom! Dora the Explorer, The Lost City of Gold. What the fuck did you watch this?
Okay, we're gonna go back to it. Tim Bercola needs to watch a movie everywhere he fucking goes. This was one of the ones I saw with Caleb Coho, Maggie Bercola, and Tim Bercola, and Robert, all in Madison, Wisconsin, and it was a dine-in theater. The food was excellent. The movie, no.
There's one thing about this movie that I have to admit. I haven't seen fully the movie. I saw like 20 minutes because it was on Hulu, and my kid's like, Dora. I was like, okay, let's play Dora. And after 20 minutes, I left the room. But the opening scene, the opening scene, I don't know if this is the intention, but it's fucking savage. Because I have seen the cartoon, because like I said, I have a kid. So when the girl starts running, and she's like, here's my monkey boots. And the monkey's like, yeah, let's go on an adventure. Where's the map? And the map talks. And then she's like, swiper, no swiping. And the swiping fox comes with the mask, like he's stealing the map. Like, I couldn't swipe it. And the backpack speaks and everything. I was like, wow, this is really like faithful to the cartoon. And then suddenly the tone shifts and the mom and the dad come to talk to her. And she's sitting on a box. The monkey is a real monkey, upset that she put boots on him, and nothing is speaking, nothing is happening. And I thought, this child is insane. They went fucking dark. But yeah, that was unexpected. I haven't seen the rest of the movie, so I don't know if she ends up in a mental house or something. But other than that, Mike, do you like Dora the Explorer?
The only Dora the Explorer that I ever need to see is Kevin Smith's Evening with Kevin Smith specials, because he has a little part where he talks about this, and it's fucking amazing. I don't ever need to watch these movies or TV shows because I have that in my life.
Send me the link. Next movie. Yeah. The reason this is here is because this seems to be a very widespread opinion. It's a fucking trash opinion, but it's widespread. So it wouldn't be surprised that somebody like Cody apparently decides this movie's a 2.5 fucking movie. Why?
It's bad.
It's not.
It doesn't have a plot. It doesn't
Is
have a
that
roadmap.
Neither does Dazed and Confused. Neither does Everybody Wants Some.
I mean, he has like 20 plots going on at the same time, though.
But it's not okay. I've said this before. If Tarantino came out with this in the first 3 movies that he did, he would get a lot more credit, like a lot more. Trying to think, like a grace period. Like he wouldn't get such hate. But this motherfucker throws his name on it, puts his name. Oh, it's the 10th. It's the 9th film. Get ready, we're fucking coming. I got Leo. I got Pitt. I got Margot Robbie. I'm like, fucking yes. Charles Manson, too. That's what I was described as. Fucking Charles Manson. That's 10 minutes. It's fucking 10 minutes. Like the last 30 minutes. Fucking everything else is just Brad Pitt and them just hanging out on a roof and going around shooting westerns.
And it's fucking perfect.
No, it's not. It's really not. It's an okay ride. It is not a Tarantino movie that I ever want to go back to because 1, it's long.
It is.
2, it's wasted.
No.
1,000%. I'm sorry, guys. You're wrong.
Dude, I've told Mike this. The way Tarantino writes characters and does things, it's so fucking delicious that I could watch 2 people talking in a fucking diner booth for an hour.
Yeah.
And this movie fucking proves it for me because I was never, ever, ever bored or distracted while this movie was going on. And yet Charles Manson appears in one scene. He doesn't even appear in the end. But he was not the point.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think that the third movie thing is accurate because Jackie Brown was his third movie. That movie is all about the plot, and it still got trashed. So who knows what the fuck people want?
That's not what but see, that's what the thing is. No one goes in there and says you're awful. Like Jackie Brown's okay at best, but this one's like we're waiting. People run to the fucking theater. What?
Jackie Brown is fucking perfect.
Okay, I didn't. Sorry, not saying it's bad.
Let's just fucking move on because this
You guys are this is the weirdest show to be on because you 2 give 5 stars to a fart in the wind. Like I don't know what the fuck we're doing here.
Hey, it's a great fucking fart, all right?
I knew it was fucking coming. Knew it was coming.
The Lighthouse 2.5. I have not seen the movie yet, so I'm just gonna let Mike be pissed at you.
No, see, I won't be pissed because this type of movie is not for everyone at all. It's
Paul?
a great fucking movie, but it's not for everyone. So I understand.
Paul literally looked at me and said, "Who the fuck told you to watch The Lighthouse?" And I said, "No one." I said, "It just showed up on Tim's Voodoo." So I said, "Yeah, I'll watch it." And he goes, "You should have fucking ran the other direction." Like, it is not a Cody movie by any means.
No.
Like, oh man, I'll tell you, Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson in some world, fine. But man, that's rough. This is a rough fucking movie. Bunch of farting. Pattinson has fucking sex with a mermaid or something. It's fucking weird. Weird. It is not a Cody movie, and I apologize for 2.5. I should have never even reviewed it.
You know what? I'm gonna say something controversial. I don't think good movies and bad movies need to be a type of movie for people to appreciate it. I think you can appreciate a good movie even if it's not on your wheelhouse, or you can tell a movie's trash even if it's your favorite genre. But yeah, Eggers is fucking weird. I watched The Witch. The Witch was good. I really enjoyed it, and my wife hated it. So I guess I kind of get it, but I'm still gonna be recommending weird shit I like to people. That's like something that happens. Next movie, Captain Marvel from the MCU, 2.5 star. Why do you hate women, Cody?
It's fair. Why does Brie Larson sign up for an MCU movie? Because she doesn't look fucking happy at all during this movie. The best part about it gives me nostalgia feels. She falls through a blockbuster. Other than that, It's boring. It does. The villains are terrible. The overall MCU backed themselves into a corner. They made her too powerful.
Yeah.
Like, she is way too fucking powerful. She
Fucking
takes
Superman.
out. Yeah, she literally takes out Thanos. Like, basically takes out the entire army of Thanos in the endgame. So, like, seeing a movie by herself, like, nothing can really stop her. So, what the fuck's the point of watching her? It's just overkill. It's power. It's not my type of movie, and I
I
apologize for
tried
it.
to debate Tim Brocada that this movie was underwhelming, and motherfuckers gave him the point.
You should have won.
Yeah, I'll be honest. The first time I watched this movie, I was like very, very like, why this happening? Why is she so fucking stoic? She has no emotions. The cat is cute, but it's not even a cat. And the effects on Samuel L. Jackson are very impressive. That was basically my take. Also, I rewatched it then with my wife, and this is the weird effect that I mentioned. I appreciated it more. When I watched the second time, I was like, okay, I get it. I already saw Endgame. I am up to date now. I kind of get what they were going for, but it was a weird thing to release before we actually saw the result. But okay, maybe it was a little better than I expected. My wife, watching it for the first time, says, eh. Which by, being a female, I was like, oh, so that makes sense. Mike, why is this your favorite movie from the MCU?
It's not anywhere close. Like, yeah, I don't care for this movie one iota at all. I watched it and went, yeah, it's a fucking movie.
I think I wanted it to be more 90s too than it was.
Yeah.
But this one has a cameo by Stan Lee reading the Mallrats script.
That one Timber called a Full Metal Geek title. I appreciate it.
Fair. Boom. Kingsman, The Golden Circle, 2.5. You know what? Fair. I'm just going to move on.
Yeah, it's not good.
Mockingjay Part 1, 2.5. Now, this one I can agree with, except I think it's a little too high. This movie is completely a waste of time.
You know what? As soon as you pulled it up and I saw 2.5, I was like, yeah, that's a bit high. I'm with you. It's boring. It's propaganda, and like, me and Paul have thought about this. Paul's like, it's really good. Like, it really tells the propaganda. I don't care.
Nah.
The
And
thing
that was
is that
idea.
the first two, I just realized I like the games. I think the games are interesting. Once they
Yes.
go out of the fucking games, I don't care. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care about these two players.
Catching
it's the
Fire is
Bible
the
of the
best
fittest.
fucking movie in the whole thing.
Correct.
Yeah.
By a large margin.
This is the thing with these movies, and I blame Harry Potter for this bullshit.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
the parts.
too. Yep.
Harry Potter actually had a thick-ass book that had a lot of story that you could split into two movies and still kind of make sense. And even Harry Potter had Deathly Hallows Part 1. Feels like a lot of filler with the fucking tent.
Oh, yeah.
Into the tent, out of the tent, in the tent, out of the tent. It's like these people like, shoot the commercial. Not shoot the commercial. Shoot another commercial. Not the commercial. Oh my God, they kill your family and all your friends. Shoot a fucking commercial. So yeah, Hollywood, please stop putting movies in two pieces that doesn't necessitate.
Especially Mockingjay, the book sucked. Like, I don't. Then they broke it in half. Oh, it's so bad.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you haven't got into this, but Breaking Dawn in two movies for Twilight. Oh boy.
Stop! I'm getting chills. I don't want to.
I am pretty fucking waiting, like salivating for your review on that shit. And the fucking baby is so oh my God. No, I'm not gonna spoil it. Move on. Boom. Dark Phoenix 2.5. Paul Oyama told me this was better than fucking X-Men 3 The Last Stand. It is not.
No.
It's fucking not.
No, it has a lot better. Like, I would say, like, overall acting talents in this movie is like
Yeah.
great,
Fair.
but it's not even close. Like, Jean Grey and like Magneto is still like Magneto. Like, they neutered him in these last two movies it's real bad.
Yeah.
Like motherfucker rips like kills so many people in the original trilogy. This one, he's just like, I like you guys. You're nice.
I have a true question. What the fuck is Jessica Chastain doing in this movie?
I don't know. Is she? Who's in Kingsman? What's her name?
Oh, no.
Kingsman Golden Circle.
Julianne Moore?
Julianne Moore.
Julianne Moore. Okay, that's what I get. Yeah. So, like, yeah. Just I have no idea what Jessica Chastain is doing. I don't think she knows. I don't think she wants to. Her. I think her manager said, her agent said, "Hey, we're gonna do this," and she's like, "Okay," and shows up and didn't do any research whatsoever.
Did you
One
guys
of the worst villains ever.
Did you know that originally these were supposed to be Skrulls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Disney picked up the phone like, "You fucking not used to Skrulls. We got Captain Marvel coming down the line." They're like, "Oh well, we'll just change them to the Bari or something." And yeah. Also, apparently, they filmed the whole end sequence fighting in space where she was an all too powerful woman destroying everybody in space. And Disney picked up the phone again like, "You fucking not. Because we have Captain Marvel coming and she's going to be a fucking powerful woman destroying things in space. And we're about to buy your ass. So better change that." And then they made the train sequence. That happened. Okay. Move on from this train, Cash. Boom. Christopher Robin, 2.5. You know what? I'm not even going to give you shit on this one. This movie, when I saw the trailer, I love fucking Winnie the Pooh. That's like my jam. Like, fucking Winnie the Pooh is my shit. I have like the original.
Well, I thought it would be your honey, you know.
No. I have the fucking plushies from the original classic Winnie the Pooh ones with like, and then I have the plushies from the other ones, and I have all the movies on Blu-ray and DVD and even VHS, and I fucking love me some Winnie the Pooh. That. And when I saw this movie, I was like, that could have been better. I kind of think that Mark Forster is not a good director. He directed Quantum of Solace and this.
I just find Winnie the Pooh fucking creepy. I'm sorry. I just fucking do. It's fucking weird. And I mean that in the nicest way to every Winnie the Pooh fan. I just find it fucking weird and it's uncomfortable and I don't like it. Like,
is it because he's pantless, Cody?
That could be a start. It's just like when he pops up and he's like, "Oh, listen, I grew up. I saw a Child's Play before I saw Winnie the Pooh. Fucking animals that talk at you, you don't fucking talk back to. Okay, I fucking kill you one day. No thanks."
That's what I'm fucking talking about.
I actually don't like any Winnie the Pooh movie ever. To be honest with you, I don't like any of them.
Okay, I guess we ended there, Mike. Fuck no, we still have some more fucking movies. Jesus Christ. Let's just move on.
You gotta admit it.
No, I don't. Kung Fu Panda 3. 2.5 stars. I've been told that these movies keep getting better and better as the sequels go on. Just like Madagascar did. For me, that made sense because I like Madagascar. I like Madagascar 2 more than 1, and then I like Madagascar 3 more than 2. Kung Fu Panda. I saw the first one. I thought it was fine. Didn't see the sequels. So I don't know. Mike, you're the expert on this shit. What do you like about Kung Fu Panda 3?
I've seen the first one, I think. Yeah, I haven't seen the rest of it.
Okay, this one has more pandas. Obviously, we can see that in the poster. What's the problem with the pandas, Cody?
It's just weird. Like, I think Jack Black just wore me down over the series because I watched them back to back to back. So, like, that character, it becomes more kiddish as it goes on. The first one I think is really good, like the martial arts and stuff, and I think it's interesting. But then it becomes way more kiddish as it goes, and like this one's about his dad, and you get to see that disconnect, and like
I thought his dad was
a lot. Yeah, well, watch it, you'll find out. A lot of just overused animation tropes in this movie that they just don't hit better than the movies prior. So it was fine. It was just not as good, especially I think the original one, and I think the villain in the second one is the best that they can do because Gary Oldman kills him.
Fair. We cannot say much because we haven't seen it, but you know,
Well,
it's 3 stars.
Cody, he pissed on the ancestor tree. That deserves 4 stars.
listen, guys, listen. Y'all know me pretty
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, it was not a Cody movie.
Are you fucking shocked? You should be praising the ground I walk on that it's at 3 stars. It could have been a fucking 1. This movie, Florence Pugh, future wife of Lucas Schobach, is one of the best actresses working today, by far. No questions asked. This movie was a fucking 75 car pileup that I could not turn my head away from, but I needed to. It is trippy as fucking balls. It is weird. It is creepy. It is uncomfortable. Everything that movie's
Are you
supposed to be.
defending the movie or trashing it? I can tell.
No, it's a good movie.
Yes.
The reason it's 3 is because it's not Cody. Like, I can't go back and watch this movie. But if somebody told me Midsommar is a good movie, it is. It's a well-made movie. It's shot beautifully. It's acted to its T. It has everything this movie is going for. It just can't cross that. 3 is as high as it goes for me because I can't let it go any higher because I won't watch it again. But for the time viewing,
I'm very confused. This is everything a Cody movie is. It's long as hell. It's meandering, low on plot, and sometimes makes no sense.
Yep, you described it perfectly. But
it's my 3rd best movie of last year,
and that would be fair. I think I put it like top 15, just because of how good, honestly, it was for its technical achievements. I just can't personally. This ain't a fun movie. It ain't a fun movie.
The wailing scene, it's really fucking emotional. So
yeah,
at least give me that. Like the part where she fucking wails.
Yeah, and then when she's sitting in that whole thing at the end and just staring off, and you're like, "Oh my fucking god, they broke her!" It's mind blowing.
Mike, you hate this movie. Why?
I do not hate this movie. I love the fucking shit out of this movie. It is a great fucking movie. It is so fucking batshit crazy. I can't get enough of it.
Fair. Boom. What the fuck is this? I have no idea what this is. I'm moving on. Call me by your name. You know what? Fair. I don't know what the fucking hype is about this movie. I mean, I thought it was good.
Okay, I'm with you guys. I don't know either. I thought it was fine. When people were like, "You will be moved," I said, "No."
They moved away.
We're getting canceled in this fucking community. People are going to be so mad if they see that. And then all 3 of us agree. I think it's fine. I think it's a good acting performance. But the people that like claim that this is, I'm like
transcendent shit. I don't get it.
There's a peach, fucking peach. That's the whole thing.
There's only one thing you need to call, and Nazario knows what it is. I know what it is. Do you know what it is, Cody?
What?
Ghostbusters. That's the only thing you need to call. You don't need to call.
Oh, that's true. Okay, I was like, where are we going? So yeah, call me. Yeah, maybe. I had to take some Ghostbusters.
I don't even get why the "Call Me by Your Name" thing is the title. I mean, like, call me by your name. Sure, he says it after they have sex. I don't get it. And also, fucking Michael Stuhlbarg, which is like the GOAT on like great fucking movies that has no credit for him, plays the dad, and in the end, it's like, I'm gonna like paraphrase here, but basically, it's like, I know you fucked him. I used to fuck guys when I was young too. Enjoy it. That's literally what he tells him.
This is taking a turn.
Okay, let's move. I don't want to get canceled. Hey, Birds of Prey.
Yeah. It's Deadpool. It's a female Deadpool. It's fine.
I think it's a little better than that. I actually have it higher on my DCEU list ranking. I thought it was pretty unexpectedly good.
I'm shocked. Yeah, I mean, it's totally fine. It's just not my favorite thing. And I think that's fair and justified.
Yeah.
I think they kind of waste Cassandra Cain, though. You know that she is one of the bad girls. The girl that she steals things. That the name of that character, Cassandra Cain, in the comics, she turns out to be one of the bad girls.
Oh,
Uh,
did not know that.
then they don't even make a point of it or anything close to it in this one, so I really don't know why they just use her name. But everybody else is pretty good. Black Canary is pretty good. Huntress is actually pretty fucking sweet.
That's
what's
true.
her name?
Yeah, overall, it's a fine movie.
What is the name of that actress again, Mike?
Rosie Perez?
No, the one that plays Huntress.
Dude, I don't even fucking remember.
It's Mary Elizabeth. What?
Oh, yeah. Fucking Wednesday, motherfucker.
Apparently, Weinstein is not acceptable in online trivia. Rosie Perez is fucking great too. And yeah, fair.
God damn it.
3 stars. 3 stars seems appropriate. So moving on. Hey, we can see the end of the list now. The Hobbit, Battle of the 5 Armies. Why the hell are you doing giving this movie 3 stars, man?
You know what? Be fair, I don't remember giving this fucking 3 stars. It should be way lower. I'm about to start that journey. This movie is, last time I watched it, I had to watch it for deep cuts for writing purposes, and I think it's 1.5 right now. And it probably will drop lower. This movie, I like the first 2 Hobbits. I do not like this one.
I really like the Desolation of Smog, to be fair. I actually think that's probably that's gonna be like, and I get so fucking pumped for the ending, and then they give me this shit.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking terrible. 5 Armies is a stretch. It's more like 4.
Somebody asked me that once, like, which name the 5 armies? I was like, there were 5. I mean, there's the dwarf on the one side. There's the other.
They count. I think they count
human.
2 of. I think they count. I think they I think it's like the 2 different orc armies that they call as like 2 separates, and that doesn't fucking work. That's not how that works. That's one. They're just separate. They're fighting flanks.
Fucking weird. Yeah, I don't like it. Aha! Part 2. This one actually, I mean, it could have been worse. I actually do like the
I just like how it ends.
I like,
but no one can tell me that baby is Asian. That baby is an Asian baby. It is not Peeta's. That baby is full flipping grown at the end. They don't even look the same. That is the worst baby placement ever in the history of this universe. You take two white kids and then throw an Asian baby, which is fine, but don't act like she just gave birth to the child. That baby is 45 pounds. That thing is a massive baby. I don't understand the placement. It has always threw me off in this movie. That baby is huge. That head is huge. No way. No flipping way. That's somebody's just on-set baby. Brings their baby and they're like, hey, we need a baby for the scene. And they put it in there. It's bad. It's a bad placement.
I gotta admit that I kind of enjoy the way they worked around Philip Seymour Hoffman's death. Because he was supposed to have a way bigger role in this movie.
You can tell.
Yeah, and they kind of reused like far away shots from him, and then like, hey, he sent you a letter.
Here's a note.
Here is what he was going to say. Yeah. So that's
the one that hurts the most in this one because like that one, you know, going into it, we lose him the year prior. And,
Also, I do like the choice she makes about Julianne Moore in this movie. Because I mean it was the right choice, and it's kind of heartbreaking that all the work she did to save her sister, and you know,
two of those moments, the bombs drop right, and then they sit around the fucking room and they do all this stuff to bring joy and thing, and she looks, and Julianne Moore literally utters, "So we're gonna do another Hunger Games." I'd have pulled out my arrow right then and shot the bitch. Are we fucking serious? Why? This movie, it makes no sense. They're all sitting there and it goes, we've made it, guys. We lost a lot of people. Time to kill their fucking kids. What?
Vengeance.
It's
Vengeance.
So stupid.
Mike, Do you like this movie?
I will always hate the last two movies because of the Philip Seymour Hoffman thing. That these will be the last things he's basically known for, and that just sucks. That sucks ass.
I do really love the quote that she ends up with when she's talking about the game they're playing, and then she just says like, "But there are worse games to play," and it goes into the song that is actually quite beautiful. So it kind of broke my heart that in the one match I was managing Rizzy, that was the fucking question he got for the win, and he did not know it. Oh well. Next movie. Trash. Why do you like this fucking trash?
Damn it.
I don't know when I don't remember. I think I watched it at the beginning of this year. I thought this was in my ratings. It was too high. I think it wasn't that great. Honestly, I was so excited to see this movie, and I was let down.
I fucking love the Beatles. I think they can say almost anything. I really fucking love Across the Universe, but this movie is just fucking trash. The guy cannot even remember the correct lyrics to some of the fucking songs, and he gets talked by Ed Sheeran into changing "Hey Jude" to "Hey Dude." Fuck this movie, Mike. You like Danny Boyle? Explain this.
I can't explain. I can't even talk right now.
Fine. Let's him catch his breath and move on from this pile of
Why
filth.
do you like trash? Oh, it's so good.
Pixar. This feels about right. I just watched this movie with my kid a couple of weeks ago, and I have developed this system with my kid about how to figure out how much he likes a movie. Because I like him, like, how many times could you watch this movie? Because he always tells me he likes them. But then sometimes he says, like, I can see this 3 billion, trillion, quadrillion times, like Coco. And then I ask him, like, how many times can you see Wall-E? And he says, like, 25 times. I was like, okay, he likes Wall-E a little less than Coco. And then after we watched this, I asked him, like, how many times can you watch A Bug's Life? He said, once.
I think it has good moments. It's definitely lesser Pixar for sure. I still would take I would take this one over like any of the Cars and stuff like that later. But like, it has funny moments. But Kevin Spacey is just creepy in any kids movie now. So.
I really like Kevin Spacey actually in this movie.
No, he's killer. Yeah,
Christopher Plummer is killing it.
Killing it, 100%.
I like the fact that he compares he actually uses murder, but also like seeds to explain why the ants, knowing that they are more people than them, can actually turn their shit around. It's pretty fucking Hitler level shit. But yeah, I think also the animation is pretty rough. I think Toy Story, the original, and this one's logically are the two that suffer the most out of like development in animation. I think Toy Story 2 and Monsters Inc. get really passable, and everything after Finding Nemo is actually pretty good. Like, that one ages badly. But yeah, this one has some rough animation at some points. But other than that, it's all right. Mike, have you seen A Bug's Life?
Yes, and I actually enjoy this movie. And it's one that I remember watching from when I was younger. So I think that has a lot to do with it too, is the fact that this is one that I remember watching on field trips, especially. We used to take those like nice ass buses that had the fucking TVs on top, and for some reason, like most of the field trips I remember, this fucking movie was playing. And I always enjoyed watching it.
Fair. Bug's Life. Moving on. Transformers. Michael Bay. 3 stars. Okay.
I find this movie funny. This movie has some funny moments in it. It's the first one in the series, so it doesn't know what it is. But like leading up to it, I think it was fun. I think it was fine. I think it was an okay movie.
This is the one with the whole plate. I ate the whole plate.
I think
with
so.
the donuts.
Yes, I think so.
I
This
said
is
Anthony
like that.
Anderson,
I don't think this is the one. Yeah, no, it is. I think it's with Anthony Anderson, and it's like Mama doesn't like anybody on their carpet, especially police. Like it's got some real funny moments in it. Bernie Mac's in this.
Yeah.
I will defend. I would watch the original Transformers more times than some movies. So
I actually don't hate this movie either. I actually like the fucking like, what are you doing here? Shia LaBeouf is like, I came here to climb this tree. Like, shit like that. Shit like that is funny.
he's trying to hawk his stuff in class. Like it's just, it doesn't take itself too serious.
And actually, in the end, when I like the message of hope that they showed in. Like, we're still gonna have sequels and call more Transformers. Let's see where we go with this. Too bad that the science is fucking shit and fucking Optimus Prime becomes a murdering psychopath in the sequels. But I mean, other than that, I think it's fine. Mike, you like Bayformers 1?
I never watched the cartoon. I have no connection with Transformers, so these movies did nothing for me. I just thought they were fucking stupid.
You know what it does to people who have connection with the cartoon? It makes them angry. So it's not really something that's gonna help you out. These next two, I'm just not gonna talk about. I'm just gonna show them because we talked about that.
Yeah.
And we talked about that too.
Yeah.
Fair. These are the more action-y century Star Trek movies, so it makes kind of sense that he likes them.
And it still doesn't rank that high.
Why is this fucking movie so low?
Every time I put one out, if Nazario disagrees with it, he'll be there. If not, he doesn't even fucking react to it. New stuff going into it.
Actually,
I knew it all going into it. It was the closest thing to the 90s cartoon that I really enjoyed. It was just not for me. I grew up. Nazario, we all should grow up sometime.
you should probably rewatch this movie because your takes are shit. Mike, do you like the Phantasm?
I enjoy it. I don't love it, but I enjoyed it.
Your team partner just fucking said that. Okay, cool.
Do you guys know that Andrea Beaumont, the woman that is supposed to be the Phantasm, was hired by what's her fucking name? Amanda Waller, when she was older, to kill Terry McGinnis' parents, so he would have a tragic beginning like Batman, and he would turn into the next Batman. But she couldn't do it, and his parents got killed anyway by other reasons. Do you guys know that?
No.
Deep fucking lore. Great shit. Okay, so you pissed me off. Let's piss Mike off.
Oh, god damn it.
3 stars for Tintin.
It's not Hugo.
Well, that's all we need for today. I think we finished off great.
We're fucking in the final straw, man. Bring him in. You just need to trim the movie. So why so low, man?
It was fine. It was fine. It was a fine animated movie. My kid was even bored, so it was like a little bit, a little sad.
Oh, he is your kid, so
Yeah. That's fair. That's 100% fair.
Thompson and Thompson are funny, and Snow is cute. Who's the voice of Tintin? Jamie Bell?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of a douche, but
I thought this was Hugo the full.
Are you
whole
fucking
time.
shitting me right now? He's got fucking people.
I like when Nazario's gone. That's great. I actually thought, like I said, I thought this was Hugo. I mixed up Hugo and this for the longest time. Makes no sense. But
no, it does not. One is animated, the other isn't.
The biggest giveaway ever.
Anyway, actually, I really like Tintin. I actually thought this was a really good movie. I don't like Jamie Bell personally, but that's on me. And I don't know. I really wanted to see the Peter Jackson sequel that never happened.
Yeah.
Oh, well. It's animated. They can fucking do it whenever. Let's just get on that. Get on that, Mike. Next movie.
Get on, Mike. Come on.
Falling
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
3 stars.
I remember this conversation.
Gave it 3 stars.
But why so low though?
Because it's not a Cody movie.
Really?
No.
You
You
would think
don't
it would be.
like bitching at fast food places because the burgers are worse than the pictures?
Listen, is it cool to see him go fucking nuts and yell at people? And yes,
Goddamn right it is.
but it's no fucking plot. He's just
That's all you
angry the
need.
entire time.
What do you mean? He wants to get to his daughter's birthday.
He is just angry Karen. He's Mr. Karen and just yelling at people and pissed off and mad about shit. And like the tension, it made me feel uncomfortable half the time watching this, which I think is the point.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, it's 3 stars. I think that's a win for a non-Cody movie to rank 3 stars. That is the best picture at the Oscars. Just
The
saying.
one thing that sums up this movie is that drive-by sequence. It sums it up completely. He doesn't fucking move, and they shoot, and they hit everybody but him, and then they crash the car.
You're
It's
just
fucking
standing there. I'm like, what the fuck? He doesn't flinch. It's pretty epic.
I like this movie a lot, honestly, and yeah, I won't say much because I tend to say the wrong things, but the racism is really high on this one. So
Just wait for December.
before I say anything else, let's quickly move on. Boom! This is too fucking low, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
blonde
it's
Wesley
not,
Snipes.
like I said, it's not a hot take because it's a positive review. And yes, it's a positive movie. But that right there is John Spartan. And that right there is Simon Phoenix. And they go to the future and they kick some ass. And he wipes his ass with tickets for saying the bad words. They eat rat burgers. What is to hate about this? Nothing.
And it has Dennis Leary.
Oh, yeah. Dennis Leary's in this too.
I need to rewatch it. I had fun the
Fair.
first time I was watching it, but I think it will go up on more watches. It was just a lot to take in the first time, and I enjoyed all the references, but I think I'll pick up more on rewatches.
What
And I
seems
think-
to be your boggle, Cody?
Huh?
What seems to be your boggle?
My boggle.
I just think over time it will go up because I like the 2 characters. It's just, yeah.
Fair.
I need to rewatch.
I do love the fact that I don't even know the guy's name anymore. Like the big guy, the one that decided to fix his fucking problems, he was gonna like unfreeze Simon Phoenix. Well,
Wait.
that guy was smart enough to put a chip on Simon Phoenix that wouldn't let him kill him, but was stupid enough to
That guy.
freeze like 7 other killers and not chip anybody else. That's a fucking moron right there. And to end this 90-minute epic adventure we have had today,
God. What is
the last movie
I
is
wonder what it is.
Teen Titans Go to the Movies. This movie is hilarious, and I'm actually pretty surprised that you actually gave it a positive review, so good for you.
Exactly. Thank you.
What are your feelings on this?
I thought it was very funny. I thought I liked it a lot more than I thought I would. Because I'm not a Teen Titan. I don't know anything about the Teen Titans. Like I've never seen any of the show. I don't know any of the characters really. But like this was like I thought this was funny. Like this is way a million times better than Lego Batman. Like this one knew exactly what it was supposed to be and like continued on the humor. It didn't just like beat over the same references. Like they stayed in their realm and like the movie aspect and the making of the movies and stuff like that. And like every superhero getting one. And like, I laughed really hard at when Robin's like, oh, my movie's coming up. And it's like Batman's utility belt is getting a movie like over him. It's just those funny moments throughout that make that movie kind of enjoyable. Like I will definitely rewatch it. I think it's brilliant.
I think nobody can get over the sequence where they decide they're gonna get rid of the other superheroes, so they are the only superheroes left, so they can make a movie about them. That thing has references to like Back to the Future, and it's just straight up savage. The way they get rid of Aquaman, particularly, delicious. Have you seen this, Mike?
No, I have not. Surprise.
Go watch it. It's pretty funny. Actually, they made a movie after this. You realize that this is the Teen Titans Go version, the most hated version of the Teen Titans around. There used to be a show called Teen Titans before this, and it has the goofy moments, but it was a little darker than this. It's not as dark as Young Justice, but it was kind of a middle ground. But Teen Titans wasn't getting the rating, so they canceled that, and they decided to kidify and make super goofy the characters, bring back the exact same voice actors to make Teen Titans Go. And everybody and their mama hates Teen Titans Go because it's not actually a superhero show. It's a joke show. Episodes last 10 minutes, and they all make jokes for 10 minutes, and that's it. They don't even fight anybody, which actually they point out in the movie, which is pretty brilliant. In the credit scenes of this movie, the actual Teen Titans from the original show up trying to get back into this dimension. And they released a second movie straight to DVD called Teen Titans versus Teen Titans Go. That is a fucking solid movie. It's pretty fucking funny. You guys should probably go watch that one too.
I'll check it out.
And I guess that's it. Wait. Boom. There we go. Thanks everybody for showing up. I did not bring my phone. I cannot even have the fucking Ghostbusters theme song to end this. Wait. I can always do YouTube.
I don't get the correct treatment ever on the show, I'll tell you.
I'm sorry, my phone was dead. So, what do you think about the format?
The format of this?
Yes.
I like it. It's fun. It's a middle ground. I've always thought there should be a show called Defend Your Letterbox Review. You guys do warm takes. I think you guys can expand on it, like with some hot takes. Make some interesting opinions because you need some definite people on here like Kirk, Brian. Make them defend it make it a judge, jury, and executioner show and sentence them by their terrible.
That actually sounds very painful, to be honest. But I mean, you do YLS with those people all the time, so you do you.
I do it for 2 hours. Believe me, it's rough at times.
And I got a song. Thanks everybody if you watch this 90-minute behemoth. We actually really love doing the warm takes because we get to talk movies with movie fans who sometimes know movies. Cody knows movies. It's fine. Thanks Mike for being awake for this one. Thanks Cody for allowing the 5 times we rescheduled this and showing up. We'll see you eventually for more warm takes.